be changing our sink faucet in the kitchen. We're gonna be taking out that one right there. We're gonna be putting in this one right here. Why would somebody need to do this? Well, this one's a little bit old, and what's happening is there's a gasket on the inside and it leaks sometimes, and it can be really difficult to turn off. You gotta finicky get in there, and oftentimes when we have guests come and you just go to normally turn off the sink, it doesn't always turn off and it leaves a little bit of water dripping, and that can really make the water bill spike a little bit. So instead of getting all the parts necessary to fix this one, we're actually gonna use a new sink to kind of change the look up. This one's a little bit low, and so it's a little difficult to get under there and clean your dishes. And so I'll be saving that one, and I might be using it for an outdoor sink that I can attach to a hose bib in the future for cleaning vegetables and all that stuff. First thing, we're gonna clean off the entire countertop here, and we're gonna empty everything from under the sink. That way we have more space to work. Here we are under the sink. We've got our garbage disposal here on the left, and we've got our multiple different types of sink bottoms coming out here in the white tubes. In the very back, right there, you've got an angle stop for one of the valves, and then over there you've got an angle stop for the other valves. Now this one here has been done in the last 10 or 20 years, so it's not necessary to replace. But if yours are older or corroded, or they're dripping, leaking at all, that's when you want to get those things replaced before you put in the sink, because it's pointless to put in the whole kitchen sink and then have a drip underneath. So I got my sink here turned off. I try it both ways, leave it open. Might get a little bit of drips because there might be water still in the line, but nothing's coming out. So now I can go back under here and I can disconnect my sink from right there above the angle stop. So to give a clear look of what it looks like underneath the sink without having to be down there with all the tubes and wires, this one I'm holding is called an angle stop. And then this is the line that goes to the faucet itself. Right here is the end. Usually it says quarter turn to the right, off. You can see this one's off, it's turning. So now it's off, and then that's on. Sometimes underneath it's like a kitchen sink or like a spigot on the outside of the house where you have to turn it, 3 or 4 times all the way around. Some of them just say quarter turn left, quarter turn right. So that's what an angle stop is. It's put on there, and all I'm going to do now is go under there, and I'm going to loosen this counterclockwise, and then my sink faucet will be free. So now I've got the water disconnected from right there and right back there. In order to remove the actual faucet itself, you've got to look underneath and right, let's see if we can get there, right there. So right up here, it's a little bit blurry out of focus. There we go. You'll see there's a Phillips head on the right and a Phillips head on the left. So what we have to do is we have to get a driver up there, loosen that Phillips head, and then we'll be able to twist that brass coupling there counterclockwise to loosen up the faucet tap itself. So I've got to take that out and then spin that whole thing backwards, and then once that brass coupling there drops off, then I'll be able to pull the whole entire sink faucet out. So now we've got everything loosened up there. This should, there we go, I'll pull it on out. Might have a little tangle going on under there. So this might take a couple of back and forth tries. Maybe not. There we go. Sink is completely removed. A lot of grime has built up underneath the rim here over the years. So we're gonna take out the soap dispenser also, because the new one comes with a soap dispenser. And we're gonna do a really, really good deep cleaning here before we install the next parts. So now that our area is real clean, it's time to install the new faucet. So this one here comes with an optional base plate, which isn't really necessary for ours because we're gonna just do one hole. But sometimes if you're replacing a 3-hole sink where you had a hot coming up here, a cold coming up here, and then a faucet, this covers up those unsightly holes. But for our purpose, it's not necessary. We're gonna go ahead and set that aside. Oh, it even comes with a diagram right there. That's what that's used for. But if you don't have it, and it just looks like this for ours, we don't really need that. So we're gonna go ahead and basically redo all the steps in reverse from what we did. First, we're gonna set it up there. We're gonna pop this thing down. We're gonna tighten up those threads, lock it in with a Phillips head driver, attach these. Sometimes they say use plumber's tape. Sometimes they say don't use plumber's tape. So you'll wanna refer to your directions for that. And then the soap dispenser is very straightforward as well. Thread that in. This will just pop in and they fit into each other. So there we have it, fully installed, finished faucet. We got our hot going down and we got our cold going up. Works perfectly. We got our soap dispenser and pretty happy with the way this looks. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and check out my other videos for more home improvement tips. We'll see you next time.